Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and I am back with another movie review. Now before I get to the movie, I just want to do a quick shout out here to my new YouTube friend of mine named Mindy McIntosh1. Definitely check out her videos. I will definitely put her name down below in the description there. Click on it, go check her out. She does a lot of great videos. I definitely recommend her. And now on to the movie review. Manos, The Hands of Fate. Now that might actually sound like a recognizable title, and it is for anybody out there who is a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan, because this movie was on that show. I believe it was Joel at the time, not Mike. And I really liked the movie. I mean, I liked when they made fun of it, but the movie itself was very intriguing to me. So a long time ago, I decided to actually buy it on DVD. Now, I've owned this movie for a long time, and I've only probably watched it no more than a handful of times. But is it something that I recommend? Well, we'll get to that later on there. There will be some spoilers. What exactly is this movie about? Well, this movie is actually about a father, a mother, a young lady, and the family pet is going on vacation to Valley Lodge. So the thing is that at one point they get themselves lost. There ends up being a mysterious lodge, and a lot of shit kind of goes crazy for them. So what is this that I really liked about this movie here? And is there anything I really liked about this movie? Yeah, there's actually some here. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is the character Torgo. Very creepy. I like that about him. Like, there's like just little things about him that you could just tell. You just don't want to meet this guy in a dark alley. But this is one of those ones where, like, Torgo, like at one point he's like trying to play with the wife's hair. The way he walks is really, really creepy. Funny at the same time too. And also our main villain, the Master. This is going to be the only actor who I really believed his acting throughout. No matter if he was just kind of laying in his like little tomb, or he was actually talking, and you do actually get very intrigued by this character here. Now, I will also say about the Master was I liked his costume. I really liked, it actually in its own way, it was very creepy. The whole atmosphere of this movie was creepy. It could have been creepier for what it was. And for a movie that's only 70 minutes long, the pacing of this movie is actually pretty good. And then the final positive, there was a scene where he's telling his wives to wake up, and next thing you know, they start bickering with each other, and this fucking look on the Master's face, this was unintentionally funny. I just bawled out laughing on this scene here, because I was pretty much like what he was probably thinking, was like, what the fuck did I just do, kind of thing. And he was just kind of like sitting there like, shit, I can't believe I did this here. Unbelievable. And now on to the negatives here. Well, let's just get some of the easy stuff out of the way here. As I mentioned, the acting in this was really horrible here. The editing has to be the worst editing I've seen in a long time. Camera work was horrible. There was this couple that was wasted. All they did was that they made out. They were in about 2 or 3 scenes. Now, going back with the acting and all that here, like I said, everybody except the Master was horrible here, honestly. From your main characters with the family, to the Master's wives, to even Torgo himself and all that, none of them were really believable. Yes, Torgo was very creepy, and that's fine that he was creepy, and that worked for me, but that doesn't mean the rest of his acting, his dialogue was good. It wasn't directed well, it wasn't written well. There was one thing that really bothered me about this movie, even during the Mystery Science Theater, was whenever the Master and the wives, when they were all up, were all talking about, hey, how come this family got here, and blah, 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 and one of the wives said, it's Torgo's fault. Torgo was just standing there. He was standing in front of the door in the lodge there. This family pretty much came to him there. So I'm sorry that they tried to blame Torgo. The family took a wrong turn, but they're blaming Torgo anyway. So all of a sudden that the Master goes and, pretty much blames the wife, but going to go to Torgo and threaten him and say, now because you brought this family into this lodge, we must kill you. His fucking death was weak as hell, and that's if he even fucking died in the movie there, kind of thing. What happened was that even though there was a line that Torgo was even saying, I'll help out this family get away, kind of thing, from you. I don't care if I die. That would have been interesting there too. But unfortunately, he doesn't even get to that part to even try to save the family there, or supposedly try to save them. No, Master gets Torgo. Torgo, whatever he's like laying on that the Master was laying on earlier, they do a ritual where a couple of the wives are like walking around the fire pit and all that stuff. Torgo falls off, and then the Master slowly kind of helps him up invisibly. The Master takes Torgo's hand, puts it in the fire pit on, I don't know, whatever he touches, and all of a sudden his hand is taken off. Torgo runs into the woods with his sleeve on fire, and the Master is actually holding the burnt hand of Torgo and just laughing evilly, which would make sense and all that, but I don't think Torgo was gonna die, honestly, there because of his hand gone, but I don't know. I mean, they never really say that he lives or dies. So then the way it actually ends is almost the way it began, except with the family driving to the lodge. It's actually these two women, I think on a weekend trip or something like that. When they get out, they actually see, instead of it being Torgo, it's Mike as the new Torgo just standing there. They show the Master just laying back down in whatever kind of bed or tomb that he was in there. They show all the wives. They even show Mike's wife and his daughter there. So now they're all going to be connected with, you know, the Master has all these wives now. He actually went from 6 to 8 with the mother and daughter and all that, which is very creepy on. What exactly is my rating on this one? I'm going to go a half a star out of 4. If this is a movie that you've actually seen other than Mystery Science Theater itself, give me a comment down below. Are you someone that might actually have liked this movie, or do you agree with me and it isn't that good? So thank you folks for watching another movie review here, and as always, stay awesome.